I block like 20 men a day. It's really nuts, and it's always guys who post like really saturated photos of themselves like holding their children, and then they'll comment on my pictures and say like, what kind of underwear do you wear?
Being able to empower other girls. I have to work twice as hard to do half as well.
That's what makes me so proud to be a woman.
I made an Instagram when I was 14, I think. I renamed it Vulgarlady like a year ago, and I think just because I like, I don't know, dirty, like vulgar things, but I'm still a little lady. Instagram as a platform, I don't think it's really necessarily a positive or a negative thing. You know, the ability to filter yourself, I think, can be kind of a therapeutic thing, but at the same time, when you're exposed to images, when you yourself are measuring yourself against those images, it can be so confusing when you're a young girl. I first became inspired by old style when I watched old movies, and I can very distinctly remember watching To Have and Have Not with Lauren Bacall and seeing her and being so like in love with her but wanting to be her at the same time. The Femme Fatale archetype in terms of clothing and character, just like that power, is very appealing to me. For me personally, the exploration of my image like through clothing and photography, I like hesitate to assign political significance to myself in that I'm like a cis, straight-passing white girl. At the same time, I think that for me personally, like discovering that kind of image has empowered me in a certain way. It's so important to remember that what is feminine isn't necessarily like attainable to everyone, and so to say like pussy power and that's like feminism is like not all women have vaginas. I remember everyone thought I stuffed my bra because I was the first one to get boobs, and so I was being like mercilessly teased. And I remember the principal found out, and he said, literally he said, it's because they have a crush on you. Well, the other day, my sister was visiting and we wanted to go to the Met, and so we got like all dressed up and felt so good. And on our subway ride there, this man approached us. He was loudly yelling about how much we turned him on and was so close to us. And it was like we were both just so like shaken by it, and just dead silence like all around us, you know. And I think that the anonymity of living in a large city makes it really easy for people to kind of walk by that kind of behavior. Men often mistake kind of the way I do myself up as being for them, whether walking down the street or on social media. I like the amount of like sexual comments and like messages and like dick pics, you know, it's like unbelievable like how people assign that to you. At the end of the day, just because I like look a certain way or to a man am fulfilling a certain archetype, it doesn't mean I'm, you know, I'm not like wearing lipstick for you, you know.